The ballot box is the cornerstone of democracy, where the voice of the people rings out. But what happens when that voice elects a representative who is physically incapable of serving? Recent elections have presented a unique conundrum: the victory of incarcerated individuals. Imagine casting your vote not for a polished politician, but for an individual confined to a prison cell. This scenario, once political fiction, is now a reality in several democracies. Can a jailed individual truly represent their constituents? Does their election undermine the rule of law? The sight of an elected official taking their oath of office from behind bars is a stark visual representation of this dilemma. This isn't just about individual candidates, it's about the integrity of our democratic processes and the future of representation itself. The notion of a jailed candidate winning an election presents a legal and logistical quagmire. Most democratic systems are built on the premise that elected officials will physically occupy their seats in Parliament or Congress. Imprisonment, by its very nature, prevents this. Can a government truly claim to uphold the democratic process while simultaneously denying elected representatives their right to serve? The situation raises fundamental questions about the separation of powers and the nature of representation. Do courts have the right to disqualify candidates based on incarceration? Or does this infringe on the will of the voters? Furthermore, the legal logistics of governing from behind bars are complex. Access to constituents, participation in legislative sessions, and even basic communication become major hurdles. Beyond the legal ramifications, the election of jailed candidates impacts public trust in both the government and the justice system. When individuals convicted of crimes are elevated to positions of power, it can erode faith in the rule of law and raise concerns about fairness and accountability. Moreover, the electorate itself becomes divided. Some view the election of jailed candidates as a testament to the power of democracy, a sign that even those who have transgressed can be redeemed by the will of the people. Others see it as a dangerous precedent, a sign that the system is vulnerable to manipulation and that the electorate is being swayed by emotion rather than reason. The election of jailed candidates becomes a lightning rod for broader societal anxieties about crime, punishment, and the very nature of justice. The phenomenon of jailed candidates winning elections is not entirely new, but it has gained prominence in recent times. Cases from various corners of the globe highlight the complexities and nuances of this issue. In some instances, individuals have been elected while awaiting trial, their innocence or guilt still undetermined. In other cases, candidates have won from prison, their convictions already a matter of public record. Each case presents its own unique set of circumstances and challenges, testing the limits of legal frameworks and societal norms. By studying these global examples, we can gain a better understanding of the challenges and opportunities presented by this evolving electoral landscape. The increasing prevalence of jailed candidates winning elections presents a paradox for democracies worldwide. On the one hand, it underscores the enduring power of the ballot box and the right of citizens to choose their representatives, regardless of their circumstances. On the other hand, it raises profound questions about the fitness for office, the integrity of the electoral process, and the delicate balance between individual rights and the rule of law. The election of jailed candidates will continue to challenge our understanding of democracy and force us to grapple with complex questions about justice, representation, and the will of the people. The unprecedented challenge of jailed MPs necessitates a thorough examination of current electoral systems and the potential need for reform. Clear guidelines are required to address the complexities of this issue, striking a balance between upholding democratic rights and ensuring the integrity of political processes. One potential avenue is to establish clear criteria for candidate eligibility, taking into account the nature and severity of convictions while ensuring fairness and proportionality. Another critical aspect is to enhance transparency and public awareness regarding the backgrounds of candidates. This includes providing voters with accessible and comprehensive information about the criminal history of those seeking office, allowing them to make informed decisions. Ultimately, the goal is to create a system that upholds the fundamental principles of democracy while safeguarding against potential abuses.